We now are going to decide on how we're going to fund the Constellation project, how we're going to fund the Ares 1, the heavy lift vehicle, and it will be an intense discussion in the halls of Congress and in committee rooms. The Augustine report was important to us because Mr. Augustine said, either get in or get out. Either fund this or step away from it. It is unfair to the astronauts, it's unfair to our scientific community, it's unfair to the research and developers who are dedicating their lives to NASA and space, and it's particularly unfair to our children, our men and women who are interested in space that we have made such a great effort in attracting to this industry. We are still in discussion about how we will proceed with Ares 1 and Ares 5, but we've made some pretty great strides as far as our funding is concerned and as far as language in our bill is concerned as to how this money is to be spent, and it will need to be approved by Congress should there be any changes. We were happy that we were able to restore funding. It was an intense 6 or 8 weeks. I want to publicly say that, that Senator Mikulski and our Senator Richard Shelby were absolutely instrumental in doing that. We appreciate so much what NASA is doing. We understand that we are in a space race, not unlike the Sputnik. We know that China would love to be the first in 2020 or 2019 or 2018. We know that they're not constrained by many of the constraints that we have here in America. But we are determined that we will be #1 in space, that we will fund it, and that we will make our case known to our congresspeople and our senators that this is not an option. This is all about national security. This is about science. This is about research and development. This is about discovery. This is about America maintaining its place in the world as the #1 scientific community in manned spaceflight. But I wanted to say that we were happy to restore the funding. We're happy that we've got language that we can't divert the funding without congressional approval. And so I'm here to say that we have our job cut out for us in 2010. Basically, this is going to be blocking and tackling. It's going to be explaining why safety is important. It's going to be about explaining why certain vehicles are not rated for human spaceflight and some are. It's going to be explaining to somebody that you can't do it in 12 months with half the budget. It's about explaining to people that when we say go with humans, we really, not only have we checked out every redundancy and we're confident of it, but we've got our heart and our soul in it. And it's not just another day at the office.